So what we're going to do today is get all the quads tested. This will be sort of like a rundown video, not really a guide, but sort of just what I do before a race to get ready. So normally before race day, I like to keep things pretty relaxed. I'm still going to try to today. However, one of my friends is down from Sydney for a car meet, so I'm going to go visit him. And then later tonight, I have a video call I have to join, and that's at like 12 p.m. So normally I like to go to bed early. I'm not going to be able to do it this time, but I'm still going to try to keep things pretty relaxed. And we have some bird friends with us. So we have the 3 main race quads and the 1 practice quad. That is what I'll be using for the racing tomorrow. The main goal right now is just to put some packs through them. Nothing crazy. I'll give them a few full throttle punches, a few snap rolls, but mainly cruisy flying. Really don't want to damage these before the race, but this is more making sure I'm comfortable, making sure I know the gear's not going to fail during the race, or at least try to mitigate that as much as possible, and just sort of get settled in. These are just old batteries. They're still pretty good, and you actually still race with these quite often, Dad. So
I'll be racing with you tomorrow, won't I?
The 1700 version of these, yeah. Okay, let's power on.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Beautiful. And let's go flying. So I think I'm going to start off with just some normal cruising. Nothing crazy at all. A lot of the time snap rolls will cause desyncs if there's any issues, so that's already looking pretty perfect. And maybe we'll give her just in the open a bit of a full throttle ramp up. Yeah, absolutely flawless, nothing wrong with this quad. So now I'm just going to keep cruising with it for the rest of the day should something happen, but I'm already really confident that this is fine. And now it's just a matter of having fun, enjoying the park, sort of getting comfortable with these things. I really love doing acro with race quads. They do fly amazing.
Trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
So that's all the quads tested. I know now that they're all working really well. I noticed blue was flying distinctly better than red and green as far as the backing off the throttle. I'm going to put that down to props. Blue does have fresh props because in the last race it had a mid-air collision, so I had to swap all the propellers anyway. The other 2 quads, they had a few clips, but nothing really that bad, so they are a little bit more worn. If this was a bigger event, I'd probably take the props off now, put fresh props on, and test again just to make sure. But because it's just a club event, I know as long as I fly smooth, I can fly around that, so I'm not really that fast. Okay, we made it to the car show. To be honest, I'm not sure we're actually going to make it in. There's that many people. So I think I'm just going to try find my friend, take some photos of the cars that are outside, and yeah, we'll play it by ear. Okay, that was the car meet. It was actually really, really cool. Some good ideas I got for this. Not necessarily fancy stuff, but just what works, what doesn't. And got to hang out with a couple friends. It was really good. So now what I'm going to do is take off the old props and put new props on. With the old propellers, because they're just nicked and stuff, they're a little bit out of form. I don't really want to race with them, but they're perfectly fine for practice. So I'm just going to put them aside for a later day. We're going to put new props on, and then from there, just quickly torque up all the bolts, check all the carbon, inspect the motors, any of your wiring, just to make sure that nothing's about to break. Common ones to look for are the power cables, your receiver cables, they often get crimped on things. Just basically making sure that everything is okay, sort of a last minute check. So we went through the first quad and there was absolutely nothing wrong with that. Literally nothing had to be touched, it was perfect. Just replace the props just in case. Up to the second quad, everything's looking really good, up to the last bolt, and sure enough, one of them is coming loose. With things like quads, there's a lot of vibrations going through these, so unless you thread lock everything, bolts will eventually loosen up. It's just something to keep in mind. This is the exact kind of thing that I'm trying to catch before I go to a race. And that's all of them ready to go. We've made sure that they can fly. We've done a couple checks just to make sure that it is still going to hold up, just to sort of be more preventative, make sure nothing will go wrong. Now all that's left to do is get a good rest and enjoy the day tomorrow. Okay, so we're up to the finals now. I've actually had a really good run. All things considered, a lot of things have gone wrong at this event with just TVs dying, circuit breakers tripping. So everyone's sort of just gone really chill and it's been a really good overall day. I think we're starting to fatigue a little bit now, so that end of the day bit making mistakes. Track's actually really good. I was a bit worried about the track layout when I flew it on the sim, but in real life it's translated really well. So I'm not sure if the tweaks they did just fixed it up, but as a track to race on with other quads, it's actually really fun.
Finals.
Let's do it. Okay, so that is the end of the day. All the quads did end up working perfectly and we did end up getting the win. Heapsy was hot on my heels, but he did have a bit of bad luck with mid-airs in the very last final. Overall, a really good day. I really had fun, all things considered. Yeah, we got through. Even with circuit breakers going, computers dying, it goes to show that even if you get your quads ready, apparently the world still will sometimes want to make the race not race, but we still did it. And 30, good track.
Hey.
What up, guys? No, I'm not doing that.
No what ups?
No, what up, guys? Okay. So, we're back at the park. It's after the race. I'm about to do my usual post-race discharge.
Actually, speaking of which, how many packs have you got to do?
Now?
Yeah.
Well, because I'm doing your batteries, because apparently you don't fly in these sessions. 3, 6, 9, 12 flights.
What do you mean I don't fly in these sessions?
You don't bring your stuff with you.
I should or should I?
But, more packs for me. Nah, today was a good day, I thought. We proved that as much as you can prepare your gear, circuit breakers can break.
People probably don't know about it because they didn't film about the circuit breaker. You want to tell them what happened with the circuit breaker?
Basically, the power we were using for the club, the circuit breaker to run everything,
timing system, the TVs, the monitors, the laptops,
was broken.
So it meant we were running off batteries, which meant we had to kill the live stream, kill the monitors,
Kill the speakers.
We couldn't even run the Bluetooth because it was drawing too much power, and the battery level of the
Yeah, the actual timing died on the last lap.
last
of the race.
last lap of the last final, because we run the final 3 times.
Yeah. So, but today went really well. My gear worked perfectly, which is, you know, all the plan of that preparation, nothing went wrong. And yeah, I think it was a really good example of what good preparation means. Sort of, you go there more comfortably, you don't have to rush to get things done, you just turn up and race and enjoy the day. Yeah, it went really well. I was really happy. How did you find it?
I found it really good.
This is more just about the flying right now. How did you find
The flying was actually really good. The track was really good. I think Dirty did a fantastic job with the track.
I didn't expect it to translate into the real world that well.
This is really weird because in the sim,
you know how the other track we did, I said it felt good in the sim, felt good in real life?
Yep.
This one, I think, did not feel good in the sim.
the sim, maybe the sim wasn't laid out the same as the track, but it just did not feel right. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't what I would call a good track. Do you agree?
It didn't really flow.
In the sim.
In the sim.
Admittedly, I'm pretty bad in the sim, so that's probably a contributing factor.
Yeah,
But
both are.
the actual track itself was fantastic.
Yeah, it was really good in real life. It was a really fun race track. Like, there were a lot of overtake opportunities. That like slalom bit at the start was so gold. Like, that was my favorite bit. The other bits I know they were more technical, probably where you're actually getting more time. But that first, 6 seconds of the lap was just pure gold. So, real highlight for me. The racing was good. I might have gone through a gate backwards at one point, almost caused a head-on collision, and I might have false started once, but we don't talk about that.
Okay, in one of the races, this was pretty funny because the timing system wasn't working, we were relying on...
well, timing was working, but we had no speaker, so we were relying on someone calling it. But you can still just hear the beep.
So the race director was actually calling the start, so it'd be like, your quads launching on the time.
And that was my suggestion.
It was Thomas's suggestion. And in one of the heats, Thomas launched as soon as he heard the computer say go, and he was a good, 3 seconds? Like, it was the ultimate.
Yeah, I was literally out of the, turned around the first flag, onto the straight, going over the top, and I'm like,
He's the only one flying.
I was so confused, and
we were going to pull him back and stop it, but then everyone decided there was no point because it was only going to lap everyone anyway, so it was just worthwhile letting you finish that one. Now, the funny thing was, you did that, and then Heapsy did exactly the same thing as you in the very next race.
Yeah, Heapsy and I were basically playing the imitation game the whole time. We'd set TQs at the same time. We both fatigued at the same time and started slowing down and crashing at the same time. We were literally just in sync, so that was pretty funny. Some real good battles throughout the whole day too.
But all in all, it was a good day, wasn't it?
It was a really good day. It was really chill. I think ironically all the things going wrong made everyone relax more than usual.
Yeah.
It was a smaller crew too, so it was kind of nice. It was a bit...
So as much as you can prepare, you can't prepare for everything.
Yeah, but the preparation to get your gear ready does help contribute to the victory.
There you go.
Yeah.
Catch us later, guys.
See yous.